Here we are on Yukon. A lovely new map. Has the features, all the features that the map needs. A good couple of rocks, 5 lovely capture zones. It's not too big. And it also has a fair share of cover. And it has the elevation tool, it has the lovely 3D map. And the strategic map where you see all the things better. And the range is better and so on, which is really helpful. Really, really helpful, especially as it also indicates your point defense ranges and so on, which are helpful to know informations. And that wouldn't have been possible on the Maw, which was the map we planned with first. So we rotated in Yukon last minute here. But I'm pretty certain this will be a good map. Like, it is relatively basic, but that big rock in the middle, it kind of splits it into 2 halves, with one half having more zones than the other half though, so being a bit more important, is quite interesting. As Red Team actually split up here, and Red Team is an interesting one as well. Heavy cruisers, beam destroyers, and a good couple of missile frigates that also have Sarisas. So, really, quite a competitive fleet, and missile warfare for sure will be of major importance in this battle. And also a lot of guns, obviously, on both sides, 250 millimeters. And more 250 millimeters on these. Oh no, 450 millimeter on this, but like more guns for sure on side of the heavy cruisers. So missiles is what needs to try to kill them. As D point will be the one captured. And then beam destroyers have to be careful, but if any of these beam destroyers gets the beam onto a light cruiser, that could be quite catastrophic for the 4 light cruisers as well. Light cruisers moving in to the B point here. So these ships have to be careful on the other side. As we see a good couple of things moving around. D point will get captured. As Disco is moving around further south. We have Suez moving in, Kiel and Panama, named after lovely channels. But yeah, the 4 predators here on the other side are scary. The first light cruiser though gets spotted now, and that leaves the red team with time to react. Where are these ships moving so far? They need to try to capture spots. Jammers coming online. Things get lit up as well. No missiles flying so far. And okay, the point defense of the 4 destroyers, as light cruisers, as I said earlier, not amazing, but as long as they stay together, they have a decent amount of it. D point getting captured at the moment. No other point getting captured so far. These ships, this fleet should not fight 1 versus 4. Or 1 versus 2. So they should be careful here. That if they get caught out 1 versus 2, that might end really badly for them here. They need to be really careful here. Shots flying out, but they most likely won't do too much. Actually, a couple of their shells landing on target, but the amount of missiles coming in from the other side, super duper scary. And yeah, the destroyers still going for the capture game here. But that, I'm not sure if that's the right decision. Disco gets shot at, didn't fire any of its own missiles in return. It has stage 3 missiles, but it didn't fire them. And it needs to fire them. It really badly needs to fire them. At least try to get something down to the other side. All the javelins lost here. These stage 3 missiles for sure could do some could have done some difference, but not when they're dead. Let's go. Let's freaking go. One draft moving around. Still a lot of missiles left on the other side. Light cruiser firing with their guns now as well. And that's a big issue. The other fleet might reveal it where it is as well soon when it starts to capture E and A. Yeah, these ships are a good bit out of position right now, and that's a massive, massive problem. They're slowly moving here, but these destroyers are not fast. Neither is this heavy cruiser. Well, actually, this heavy cruiser is actually pretty fast. 27 meters per minute, per second. But still not good enough, most likely. Guns are firing here onto this light cruiser. That light cruiser only took minimal damage so far. And will be in range for some missiles soon. And this heavy cruiser has not enough defensive capabilities against that, I fear. These stage 3 missiles, used correctly, could have done a lot of damage. And like, obviously if you take out 2 of the light cruisers here, the other fleet has a chance, but I don't see that happening here right now. Yeah, these missiles will devastate this heavy cruiser. This heavy cruiser is going to die. Larissa's shooting way too late. Super out of position here to do anything about this. And this heavy cruiser is dead already. And that leaves these 2 ships here without any support. All they can hope for is maybe dealing some damage with their missiles, but with the light cruisers being as stacked on top of each other as they are, this will most likely not end well. Here we go. Some missiles are launched. The other missiles over here not being launched though at the same time. I have no idea why not. All these missiles should launch. Okay, now they come. But they're not really having any guidance. One dodging like a champ here. But gets shot up down last second, and this is just way too many point defenses for that bit of firepower. Like, that's just by far not enough missiles. And yeah, one more here being shot up. And that leaves all 4 light cruisers basically completely intact. Even so, the sea zone over here is not being captured. Dagger is being already taken over. Actually, one missile does connect in the end. Actually takes down both DC lockers up front. But there is more DC lockers around. So these large DC lockers can be repaired. And can be brought up. Yeah, these ships can take a good bit amount of beating. And there was not much beating going around from that heavy cruiser fleet, which was a major issue. It's too caught up. These ships should have run when they first got a glimpse of the 4 enemy light cruisers. They didn't do so. And yeah, I don't know why none of the missiles were fired. The reaction time, they're a bit too slow. And yeah, now blue team even has the point advantage for now. We also now see a lot of missiles coming towards this beam destroyer. Beam destroyer being caught out in the wrong angle as well. It's trying to get the beam on target, but it's not gonna manage to do that in time. And that means the end of this beam destroyer, most likely in a second as well, as it doesn't have the points defenses to deal with 8 of these missiles at the same time, and that might be another quick game. And that's, I guess, how Avalon and Hunter did it all game through, and that's how they become the tournament champion. Yeah, a really efficient fleet here, or 2 really efficient fleets, and a really efficient team, Avalon and Hunter. We have some fantastic games here. All of these light cruisers, a lot of mileage. Huh? These actually all missing? I'm not quite sure why. Sabrisa still tries to kill them. But the beam is dead. Beam is getting repaired as more and more missiles coming out here. Missile load is still good enough though for quite a bit more stuff, as these missiles are dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Sarisa can't stop them all, and that is the end of this destroyer. Destroyer tries to react with some sidewinders, but it's really struggling to do much here. Gunfire coming in. And here we go. The unapologetic is down. We have one more destroyer down here. We have one more heavy cruiser far down below. But that one will have a rough time. The destroyer already should pre-aim its beam. Okay, it's trying to do that now. As I said, beam... This fleet action didn't need to go like this. Like, if the two fleets would have met fleet against fleet, I would say the beams, for example, could have been really, really scary, but Avalon and Hunter, real experts in the game, got their formation together in the right spot and picked the enemy apart here, and Diamond Raff and Gerber a bit slow on the reaction here. Get caught out and will get punished for it. Sarisa desperately trying to defend whilst the flyer is under fire. Cause faults. He is getting hit hard here. Good couple of the missiles actually not hitting, but enough hitting that the beam is gone, and the beam is the only thing that could have potentially changed the outcome once more. If the two beam destroyers would have gotten some nice first hits with the beams, then the potential for a change still would have been there, but that is not the case anymore. We still have enough missiles here for the last remaining heavy cruisers as well. Plus, yeah, the stage 3 missiles, the S3H didn't even fire yet. And the Noble down here doesn't have enough firepower alone. More. Now we go here. The Yericho's coming around. Those are the 2-stage missiles getting close to the Noble, and then once they're in their terminal phase, the Noble will eat quite a bit of damage here. I don't see it dodging this or shooting this down. It's also 6 of these guys. Yeah, Sarisa firing, getting one of them killed, but the rest is still coming in. Sarisa firing onto some more missiles as well. But here we go, 4 still getting through. 1 gets stopped. 1 hit, 2, 3 hits. And that is already a lot of damage here. And that means that there will be counterfire on the side here from the Musketeer and the Duelist. Lair and the Scourge on the hunt now, on the way down there now as well. Guns firing, and here we go, more of these missiles coming around. These will go into terminal phase real quick. The Sarisa is eliminated on the other side as well, so they won't be shut down here. And there we go. Missiles coming around. Missiles will struck the target, and that will end the game already. And yeah, that was a quick GGVP here. Once more by Avalon and Hunter, really showing the prowess of good missile play in this patch as well. Absolutely fantastic. Getting the 4 wins in a row and being the uncontested champions of the tournaments. So congratulations to Avalon and to Hunter, bringing in some really strong play here in this tournament once more. Absolute joy to all have them. And yeah, fantastic tournament in general. When it comes to the games, really enjoyed every single game we watched. And yeah, I hope for more OSP next time. As I said, April we should have another tournament. I'm trying to set one up each month now. Or yeah, over at SDL. Not sure if I'll always be around to host them. As I said, if any one of you wants to help out with these, let me know. I would love to have a monthly tournament series going on for Nebulous over at the SDL Discord. And yeah, GGVP. Really, really fantastic show here by Avalon and Hunter. Diamondruff and Gerber